Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to add LinkedIn leads to Flodesk as subscribers. So are you also using LinkedIn lead ads to promote your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So here I'm doing the same. I'm running a marketing agency and to promote this I'm using LinkedIn lead ads. And now I wish that as soon as the new lead is received in my LinkedIn lead ads, automatically with the help of the same lead details, a new subscriber should be created in my Flodesk account too, so that I can create targeted email marketing campaigns for these leads. So to do this, I'm going to create a connection between LinkedIn leads and forms and Flodesk. So to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do all of this because I want to convert my leads into real customers. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to create a subscriber in Flodesk from LinkedIn lead ads leads. So as you know that I'm running a marketing agency, and to promote that I'm using LinkedIn lead ads. And now I want that as soon as a new lead is received in my LinkedIn lead ads, I want to subscribe them to Flodesk email list. This allows me to nurture these leads with the targeted email marketing campaigns. So to do all of this, I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now to access Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And yes, you can see that now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add LinkedIn leads to Flodesk as subscribers. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now I'm going to select my trigger application which is LinkedIn leads and forms because I want that as soon as a new form is submitted in my LinkedIn leads and forms, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new leads and form response, and then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your LinkedIn leads and forms account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with LinkedIn leads and forms. And over here you can see that we have successfully connected our LinkedIn leads and forms account with our Pabbly's workflow because I've already logged in my account. So it is always advised to log in your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. And now it is asking me for the account. So I'm going to select it as this only. It is asking me for the lead form. So I'm going to select the lead form I wish to create this automation for. So over here you can see that there are multiple lead forms. So I'm going to select this which is sample lead gen form. You have to select your desired lead gen form and then we are going to click on save and send test request. But before clicking on save and send test request, I'll let you know that LinkedIn lead gen form is a pooling based application. Pooling based applications means that the application will check for new data in some amount of time. It will not check for new data instantly. And over here in the case of LinkedIn lead gen form, it is saying this trigger will check for new data in 10 minutes. So now as soon as I'm going to click on save and send test request, automatically the last response made in my LinkedIn lead gen form would be captured by Pabbly. So now before clicking on save and send test request, I'll just do a test submission. So I'm going to open my leads and forms, and over here you can see that these are the campaigns that I've already created. But as you can see that these campaigns are in draft mode, so that's why we are going to receive the details which are the dummy or the test details. So now I'm going to open this form, and over here you can see that this is my form. So I'm going to click on apply now to do the test submission. So as you can see that now it is asking me for the email address and phone number, but you can also notice is that it has already pre-filled the first name, last name and the company name. So I can't change these details because I'm running a draft campaign. So if you're running a live campaign, your leads will definitely get the option to fill in these details also, which is first name, last name and company name. So as you can see that these details are prefix only. So I'm just going to enter the email address as demouser3@pabblytudes.com, and then for the phone number I'm going to keep it as this. And now after entering both the email address and phone number, we are going to click on submit. And yes, you can see information sent to Pabbly. So this means that we have successfully submitted this form. So now I'm going back to my workflow, and now we are going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on this save and send test request, Pabbly will capture the last response made in our LinkedIn lead gen form. So the last response was the details we entered just now. So I'm going to open the response and check for the details that we entered. And over here we are going to open it. And yes, you can see the details are the same. demouser3@pabblytudes.com. Over here you can see also the phone number that we entered, but we couldn't change the last name, first name and the company name. So we are going to see that too right over here, first name, last name and the company name, because we couldn't change this. This is prefix because my campaign is in draft mode. So if you're running a live campaign, your leads will get the option to fill in the details, and then you're going to receive the original details of your lead. And after receiving this response, our trigger step was successfully completed. But as you can see that over here, LinkedIn lead gen form will check for new data in 10 minutes. So if you wish to reduce or increase this time, you can go on the 3 dots and then set trigger time. And over here you can reduce or increase this time from 10 minutes to 24 hours. So I'm going to keep it as 10 minutes only. And now we are going to move on to our action step. So for our action application, we are going to select it as Flodesk, because I want that as soon as a new LinkedIn lead gen form is submitted, automatically a subscriber should be created in my Flodesk so that I can create targeted email marketing campaigns for all of these leads received. So now I'm going to search for it, and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as create/update subscriber, and then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see, again it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Flodesk account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Flodesk. And over here you can see that it is asking me for the email and the password, so I'm going to enter it and click on sign in. And yes, you can see that now it is saying Pabbly is requesting for permissions to access your Flodesk account. So yes, I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we are going to click on allow, you can see that we have successfully connected our Flodesk account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the field. So here we are going to read the help desk, and it is saying choose by which you want to create or update a subscriber. So here we have to select the detail from which we have to update or create a subscriber. So over here I wish to create the subscriber with the help of email, so I'm going to keep it as email only. And now it is asking me for the field value. So we have to enter the field value right over here. So over here I selected email as my field. So over here I have to enter the email of my lead. So we are going to map this email. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected LinkedIn lead gen forms as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new lead form received in our LinkedIn lead gen form. So I'm going to give you an example that over here in front of field value, if I'm going to enter the email address manually, suppose demouser3@pabblytudes.com manually, so this will not change with every new lead gen form submitted, because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, it will definitely change, because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here. So I'm going to search for email, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map this. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the first name and last name, so we are going to do same for them also. So I'm going to search for it, and as you can see, first name Pabbly, so we are going to map it. And then we are going to do same for the last name. I'm going to search for it, and as you can see, subscription billing management services, so I'm going to map it. And now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me to send opt-in confirmation emails to the subscribers, so I'm going to keep it as no only. If you wish, you can definitely keep it as yes. And now it is asking me for the opt-in ID and the opt-in timestamp. So as you can see, both of these are not the required fields, so I'm going to leave it as blank and then move forward. And now it is asking me for the mobile number and company, so I'm going to map these. So I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. We are going to do same for the company also. I'm going to search for company, and as you can see, magnet brain, so I'm going to map map it right over here. So now after mapping all of these details, we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a Flodesk subscriber with the same email address. So I'm going to open my Flodesk account and check that if a new subscriber has been created with the same email or not. So I'm going to open it, and then from here we are going to go on audience. And then we are going to wait, and yes, you can see a new subscriber has been created, which is demote user 3@pabblytudes.com. Over here you can also see the name, which is first name, last name. So yes, with this our workflow is successful, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, I'm going to open my lead gen form, and over here we are going to do another test submission so that we can check that if our workflow can run in real time or not. So I'm going to click on apply now, and now we are going to fill in the different email address and the phone number. So for the email, I'm going to keep it as testuser3@pabblytudes.com, and then for the phone number, I'm going to keep it as this. And after filling both of these details, as you can see that we can't change these details because my campaign is in draft mode. So directly I'm going to click on submit, and yes, you can see information sent to Pabbly. Thank you for submitting the information. So this means that LinkedIn lead gen form has sent the details of a submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new subscriber in our Flodesk account. So I'm going to open my Flodesk account directly and check that if a new subscriber has been created there or not. So this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll just wait for a few minutes, and then we are going to open our Flodesk account and check that if a new subscriber has been created there or not. So now I'm going to open my Flodesk account, and then we are going to refresh this subscribers page right over here. And yes, you can see a new subscriber has been created, testuser3@pabblytudes.com. You can see the first name and the last name is same because we didn't change it. So yes, with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. So for our trigger application, we selected LinkedIn lead gen forms. For the trigger event, we selected new lead gen form. For the action application, we selected Flodesk, and then for the action event, we selected create/update subscriber, because I want that as soon as a new lead is received in my LinkedIn lead gen form, automatically a new subscriber should be created in my Flodesk email list so that I can nurture these leads with the targeted email marketing campaigns. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the 2 subscribers I created during this video with the help of my workflow. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.